Good evening, everyone who's tuned in tonight, and all that audience we have today. Boy, I'll tell you, what a treat it is to be coming back into the showroom after 39 days of July outdoors. And that was just a wonderful time. We had a great time. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of marathon running, but we got through it. And we've had 2 open mics, so that's kind of like gets us up and ready to make sure the room is good. But you couldn't have told me that we were going to have this many people on our first night with a big show back on. Thank you for coming out and supporting. Now, it's quite funny because as soon as I finished the 39 days of July, Ted stayed around here, but I went off to Edmonton because last year I went to the Edmonton Folk Festival right after this one, and this year I wanted to do it again because Taj Mahal and a whole bunch of island people were playing out there, so I wanted to go to the... Anyway, you understand. Didn't make financial sense, but it was okay. But to go to that festival and see 20,000 tickets are sold, or 25,000 tickets are sold. There's 2,900 volunteers that are fed twice a day, plus the guests, plus the musicians. It's a wonderful little, I call it Woodstock without the anarchy. Everyone accepts the rules. Everyone accepts what's going on, and no one gets out of hand. And they've got it now where you can walk around with beer, and no one causes problems. Like, it's so together. The only thing is, if you like to smoke cigarettes or pot, you got to go into these little corrals. And they don't give you any benches or any chairs to sit on. I put in a formal complaint this year. I don't think Terry will listen to me, but what the heck. Anyway, this is really good to see this many people out, because to let you know, come September 27th, we will have been open for 22 years. Wow. They said it couldn't be done, that we couldn't do a non-alcohol music venue, just a listing room, and have it work. And I said, yes, we could. And from the perseverance of not only myself and having Dr. Ted come along for the last 11 years, but also the people along the way who financially put money in without asking. They would just go and say, there's been a couple of times where people have walked up and put 10,000 in our hands and say, hey, keep on doing what you're doing. And to those people, we appreciate it, because they understand that the arts usually does have to be seeded by someone along the way, and it's just the way it is. We try to avoid all that. We stay away from government. Oh, I shouldn't say we stay away from government grants, because I get my old age pension. Guess where that goes? Yeah, it all goes in here. But anyway, Celtara's here tonight, and this is very cool, because these two moved here a year ago. So they've seen the room, they've heard people in the room, but to bring their friends out from Edmonton and say, hey, we want to play some music for you. I heard it outside when I was doing their sound check, where Tim was doing it. It's just awesome. We're in for a real good treat. There will be a break tonight, by the way. Washrooms are just down to the end of the hall. And if there's a lineup, there's a puzzle there for you all to work on. It hasn't been worked on for a couple of months. It needs to get finished. But anyway, Celtara is here to take us on the wonderful Celtic music journey. Please give them the Calciavelli welcome that they need.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, this is so much fun being here. And playing for all of you. I can see you, and thank you so much for coming tonight. My goodness. Yes, so just very quickly, Celtara. We all have originated in Edmonton. Mark Arneson over here on percussion. Stephen Bell here on my right. This is Bonnie Gregory. Andreas Illig. I'm Tammy Cooper, your flute player for this evening. Nice to meet you. Mark and I moved here to Duncan a year ago from Edmonton. So when Long John was talking about the Edmonton Folk Music Festival, Mark and I have attended it every single year in the thunderstorms and everything since 1986. And last year was the first year that we missed because we moved here, but we got back there this year. So our bandmates are still in Edmonton, and they have come out here to join us on a little tour. So we're just so delighted to kick the tour off and play for you wonderful people this evening. So thank you for coming and spending the evening with us. Thank you. So we're going to do a song for you now, based on the poetry of Edgar Allan Poe. So all that nice dark imagery with murderous angels and so on, but it's still a love story. Annabelle Lee. With the love that the winged angels hide, were jealous of her and me. That was the reason long ago in the kingdom by the sea, that a stormy wind from the angels high froze my Annabelle Lee. They sent her wicked brothers three, stole her away from me. Oh, Annabelle, Annabelle Lee, I know. Oh, far away long ago. They locked her away in a tomb below the kingdom by the sea. This maiden's grave couldn't sever my soul from the love she bore for me. And now the moon won't shine without a dream of my sweet Annabelle Lee. Oh, Annabelle, Annabelle Lee, I know. Far away long ago. Sounding sea, ah, sounding sea. I love my Annabelle Lee. For many long years I've wandered through the kingdom by the sea. I've laid myself beside the bones of beautiful Annabelle Lee. And I'll make my bed near the rising tide. you want to behave.
Oh, thank you. I was inspired by John introducing this venue, saying it was 22 years old, because we're almost 22 years old.
Can you
So-
tell? Can you tell?
I mean, as a band. So
Oh.
we've been together 21 years now. And so if we're like my great-grandma, who, when she was in her 90s, kept exaggerating how old she was, so she would say, I'm in my 95th year. So we could say, we're in our 22nd year, and we almost match this venue. So
We're not quite as cool looking, though. I don't know. We're close, but it's pretty sweet in here.
So I'm going to do another song for you now called Sticks and Stones. No sticks and stones could break my bones. My name's another matter. Sticks and stones could break my bones. Just call me by my given name. Now you see me, now you don't. Just call me by my given name. Now you see me, now you don't. Sticks and stones, oh no.
Oh, no.
Sticks and stones, oh no.
Jim, I think it's the drum on stage.
Come see, come saw, she said to me, my name's another matter. See, come saw, she said to me, hold on to what you think you know. Roses smell sweet to me, hold on to what you think you know. Roses smell sweet to me. Come see, come saw, oh no. Come see, come saw, oh no. And breathing in and breathing out, my name's another matter. Breathing in and breathing out, it's all just smoke and mirrors. Oh, watch the monkey to and fro. It's all just smoke and mirrors. Oh, watch the monkey to and fro. Breathing in, breathe out. Breathe out. Breathing in, breathe out. Easy now. Easy now. Just a picture show. Oh, like ice and snow. Well, I'm sneaking past the firebrand. My name's another matter. Sneaking past the firebrand, I see beside her river flows. Jump right in and let it go. I see beside her river flows. Jump right in and let it go. Firebrand, oh no, oh no. Firebrand, oh no, 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 no. Sticks and stones could break my bones. My name's another matter. Sticks and stones could break my bones. Just call me by my given name. Now you see me, now you don't. Just call me by my given name. Now you see me, now you don't. Sticks and stones, oh no, oh no. Sticks and stones, oh no.
Ted, we got some pretty major booming going on up here. We're good?
Okay. Actually, we just need to acknowledge this amazing guy back here. He's worked solid for more than 39 days, doing astonishing sound work. We've heard, several of the stages, and Long John, you and yeah, and Dr. Ted back there, like amazing people. So could we just like acknowledge these guys, because they're community treasures. What they do for the community here is astonishing. So thank you so much. Okay.
So, as a band, we're a little bit like this shop. We're pretty eclectic. A little bit of that, and a little bit of that, and this we've had for quite a long time, and this is new. That song we just did is a song I wrote, believe it or not, about meditation. Now you know what my mind is like. And we're going to do, well, we don't even know what to call ourselves. A Celtic-ish folk acoustic. Well, we're going to do some Swedish tunes for you right now that we learned from... no. But that's not
the
a bad
next
idea.
set.
You never know what I'll do.
All ABBA covers.
Yeah.
Set 2.
So we went to Lunenburg to learn some Celtic tunes, and we fell in love with an amazing Appalachian fiddle player named Brittany Haas, who was in a Swedish phase. So we learned these Swedish tunes from her, and we love them. And they're called the Swedish tunes.
Imaginatively, yeah.
thank you. We love that Brittany Haas. Has anyone ever heard of her? Yeah. In my opinion, there's so many great fiddle players, but she's my favorite. We're going to do another song. Has anybody here ever experienced heartbreak?
No.
Well, I have. But this song is not about my heartbreak. It's about a fellow I knew, his heartbreak. And I lost track of him. And so I don't know if... So I don't want you to be worried. It starts out very sad. It's very sad. But there's a happy ending. And I lost track of him, so I don't know if this came true. But I hope the ending did come true for him. Oh, no. So my pause. Oh, we're good. Okay, we're going to go. He stood there on solid ground, cold, still he made not a sound. He watched her walk away again, he could not comprehend all the words of love she'd said, all the time she held him then, gone like all the ash she'd burned like nothing in the wind. 8 years at a little patch of land, blue marigold and lilacs good. 8 years he kept that cabin snug, cold and wind and snow. 8 young lives lived his life, holding on without his wife's heart. Little flick of flame, low as it could go. Hang on, you carry on. You know there's still a tale to tell, too many pages still unfurled. Hang on, you carry on. The sound of love's not far away, and its beat the drum will mark your way. On a sunny autumn day when new love came at last to stay, a brown-haired girl with eyes like sky, he thought to ask her why. She said maybe life for some of us has more than one July, and all that sorrow now becomes the ground where new love grows. Hang on, you carry on. Still a tale to tell, too many pages still unfurled. Hang on, you carry on. The sound of love's not far away, and its beat the drum will mark your way. You carry on. No, there's still a tale to tell, too many pages
Bonnie wrote that. Pretty nice, huh? Yeah.
Thank you. Are you hot out there? Is it not too bad? Is it warm? Not melting away? We would be, but there's a nice little fan and it's helping us out a lot. So we're going to do a reel set for you. And it's a set of 3 reels. I'm not even going to tell you all the names because if you're like me, you'll forget them. But you might remember the first one because it's an old, really, like it was written in like the 1700s or something. And honest to God, its name is She's Sweetest When She's Naked.
Nothing's changed.
Ready, Andres? It's just him and I to start. Well, thank you. I have to say, I appreciate. We can see you actually quite well. Some theaters we can only see like the first row, but we can see your heads and your toes and your knees, and we can tell you're working off your dinner. Good for you. That's what you're supposed to do.
Let's see if the voice is working. Just getting over a cold, head cold. So I'll tell you about this next song that I'm going to sing. Hopefully not croak for you. There's a wonderful, wonderful Scottish singer-songwriter who's been active for many years, named Corinne Polwart. I wonder, anyone? Yes. A beautiful singer, but an astonishing songwriter, actually. She wrote this song many years ago called Follow the Heron. And in some ways, I think Mark and I have followed our own personal heron to the island. Our son, I believe our younger son's totem animal is a blue heron. And so this song kind of speaks to us. But the imagery, even though Corinne is writing about her Scotland, and the seashore and so on, it will feel very resonant with you as well here. So let's just follow the heron. The back of the winter is broken, and light lingers long by the door, and the seeds of the summer have spoken in gowans that bloom on the shore. By night and day we'll sport and we'll play and delight as the dawn dances over the bay. Sleep blows the breath of the morning away, and we follow the heron home. In darkness we cradled our sorrows, we stoked all our fires with fear. And now these bones that lie empty and hollow are ready for gladness to cheer. By night and day we'll sport and we'll play and delight
Oh, thank you. We just have 2 more in this set, and then we're going to take a quick break. And I'm supposed to tell you that the potties are over there. So we won't take too long, just enough room for you to stretch and hug your neighbors and settle in again. I'm going to sing a song to you in English. So there's a Scottish form of song called Pershtabale, and it's in Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic, and it means mouth music. And what happened is, in cultural suppression, they lost their instruments and they weren't allowed to play their tunes anymore because it made them too warlike. So they sang them. They got together and had dances and stuff, but they made up Gaelic sort of nonsense words. So the words weren't usually deep. It was like, who's going to kiss Mary tonight? Is he going to kiss Mary? I'm going to kiss Mary, kind of stuff. So I don't speak Scottish Gaelic, although I did sing a couple of Pershtabales in Gaelic. They're Andreas's favorite songs, not. But I decided, well, I'm going to write one in English. So this is a jig, and we wrote another jig to go with it, but it's got words, and they're not the most deep words. And that's why. Won't you take a walk with me, Johnny, darling? Won't you take a walk with me, Johnny, dear? The clouds are really rolling in, Johnny, darling. The clouds are really rolling in, Johnny, my dear. Won't you take a walk with me? The clouds are really rolling in. Won't you take a walk with me? Clouds are really rolling in, Johnny, my dear. Well, the rain is surely soon to fall, Johnny, darling. The rain is surely soon to fall, Johnny, my dear. But I know a place where we could go, Johnny, darling. I know a place where we could go, Johnny, my dear. The rain is surely soon to fall. But I know a place where we could go. The rain is surely soon to fall. I know a place where we could go, Johnny, my dear. So warm and dry, Johnny, darling. We could be so warm and dry, Johnny, my dear, until the morning's early light, Johnny, darling. Till the morning's early light, Johnny, my dear. We could be so warm and dry until the morning's early light. Yeah, we could be so warm and dry till early right, Johnny, my dear.
Okay, we'll see you after the break here. Oh, maybe he's tuning. I don't know. Are you tuning?
All right.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
We only
Good morning to your nightcap.
We only tune in BC. So you guys are lucky.
Okay.
are fun. See you in a few minutes.
I don't know if this is still on. Yeah, we did bring CDs. I don't know if I set them up, but I'll meet you over there if you're interested in CDs. And of course, we'll sign them afterwards for you too.
Have begun to long for you. I'll have no greed. I have begun to ask for you. I'll have no need. You say you've gone away from me, but I can feel you when you breathe. Do not dress in those rags for me. I know that you are poor. Don't love me quite so fiercely now, when you know that you are not sure. It is your turn, beloved. It is your flesh that I Thank you.
Well, you're causing all the ruckus, breaking out the cards, causing all the ruckus. No, it's gotta stop. Mighty plain to us all. You didn't mean to break a heart. That's why they call you heartbreaker when the love falls apart. Saying yes, baby, yes. No, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes. No, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes. No, baby, no, baby, no. Well, you're a cold heartbreaker. Yesterday, maybe tomorrow, no. Was on a Monday that I met you by my mama's door. The Tuesday that we love, and Wednesday and some more. The Thursday run around while we living and we're loving on the floor. You gave me red hot loving, golly, yes I want it and some more. Well, you know you didn't love me, now you gotta go. Well, you know you didn't love me, now you gotta go. Mighty plain to us all, you'd be left in the cold. But I remember your loving like a hot rock and roll. Saying yes, baby, yes. No, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes. No, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes. No, baby, no, baby, no. Well, you're a cold heartbreaker. Yesterday standing firm, swaying at the roots of fortitude. Gather round, stand your ground, got the gathering storm, made to wash away, wash away. Gather round, stand your ground, we are the gathering storm, meant to wash away, wash away. Warning signs been ringing quite a while. I combat my tears for the coming generations, inheriting sickness and fear. But love is resilience, is our abundant. Resilient is our abundant. Resilient, abundant. Gather round, stand your ground. We are the gathering storm, coming to wash away, wash away. Gather round, stand your ground. We are the gathering storm, coming to wash away, wash away.
It works, doesn't it? Everybody sits down. It's great. Do you know what these are? This is called a humanitone. This is called, well, there we are. This is called a humanitone. It's also known as a nose flute. And by putting it underneath your nostrils and blowing out your nose, the air transfers to your mouth, and you sound like a flute. One of those instruments that no one ever wants to borrow, eh? And this is cool. I like this one, because this is all about nasal control, right? And yet people still say it's snot music. I don't get it. Do you get these guys though? Isn't that cool? I'm going to be sitting out front during this next set playing along, so because she's quite the flautist. Everything about these guys is just an awful lot of fun. I'm sure glad the two of them moved here and that they were able to come out. And if they do come back out in the fall, we'll make sure they come back again. But let's get them to the stage one more time, please. Celtara.
We might be missing a pianist just for the moment. Well,
This is where we stall.
I can tell you about the time that we played for Lucy the elephant at the Valley Zoo in Edmonton. She is a very old, wonderful elephant, and she's been all by herself there at the zoo for a number of years. But back when we played for her, which was about
Of course, she wasn't old then. That's
2010,
how long
yeah.
we've been going around.
Anyway, there was another elephant there who lived with her. Lucy is an Asian elephant, and Samantha, the other elephant, was an African elephant. So we were just playing a gig at the zoo, and during a break, one of the elephant handlers came up to us and said, "Okay, you guys, could you, after you're finished playing, could you come and play for Lucy, except you?" Because Samantha, the other elephant, had trauma associated with big, loud banging noises. So we were like, yes, we'll come and play for an elephant. And so then, and they do all this enrichment activity with Lucy. It's amazing. She paints, and she's amazing. So we're like, okay, well, what do we play for an elephant? So we sort of, figured out what song we would play or what piece of music. And so they ushered us into this enclosure where she was behind these big poles that were about this round, and they were about 6 feet apart. And we were in, there was a space in between those poles. So here's Lucy, here's the poles, here's where we were, and then people could sit back there outside another set of poles. And Lucy's standing there with her handler, and we file into this little anteroom area, and we start to, she's waiting to meet us, and her trunk comes up like this. She wants to meet us, and her handler goes, "No, Lucy," like this. And she was like, "No, Lucy." Like. So she does this a few times, so then we finally start playing, and she starts doing this. She starts moving back and forth on her feet like this, and then, I kid you not, it was maybe the most moving, 3 or 4 minutes I think that I've ever had to play for her. It was such a stunning effect. But anyway, Lucy, that was our Lucy experience.
Okay. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to start this set off with a set of jigs.
Yes.
So
Okay.
go ahead and twitch. 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank you. So, when you play folk music, acoustic kind of folk, we're playing a lot of songs that have been around for quite a long time, like centuries sometimes. So most of the time we're playing songs that nobody knows who wrote. So they're called traditional. And songwriters go through a phase where they often try and make a song that sounds like it's traditional. And this song I wrote, it's not traditional, but it was in my phase of trying to make it sound traditional, but I never got away with it. Everybody knew, that's not traditional, you wrote that song. So this is actually about my ancestors. So a long time ago in Scotland, Lord Cameron's piper ran away with his daughter all the way to Rimbey, Alberta.
Scandal.
And they lived happily ever after. Except there's a line in that song that says, "Don't tell your mother, she'd never agree." But she found out and she followed them and lived with them for the rest of their days.
In Rimbey, Alberta.
And we're glad they did, because they're your, great grandparents. So, yeah, we're happy it happened. What? Oh. After, yeah.
My name is Bill Donald and I'm a stranger to you. I have traveled this country from the age of 12 years. My brother was eldest, inherited, all leaving me to adventure and find my own way. Meet me in the garden, a love only you will share wishes and kisses and promises too. Meet me in the garden, your true love I'll be. Don't tell your mother, she'd never agree. I found work on the big ships and I learned many things, and the playing and the singing, for many to please. I played for fine ladies and royalty too, till I find myself here. Well, I'm playing for you. Meet me in the garden, a love only you will share wishes and kisses and promises too. Meet me in the garden, your true love I'll be. Don't tell your mother, she'd never agree. Lassies, fine lassies, so many I've seen, none who could smile like my Jenny for me. Lord Cameron's daughter, shame if he doesn't know. Come away with me, Jenny, and we'll sail for the snow. Meet me in the garden, now love only you will share wishes and kisses and promises too. Meet me in the garden, your true love I'll be. Don't tell your mother, she'd never agree. When we reach that far shore, I can own my own land, and my plaid I will lay down to cover our bed. My cap it will hang from the back of my head, and the songs of Lord Cameron, now may sing them again. Meet me in the garden, now love only you will share wishes and kisses and promises too. Meet me in the garden, your true love I'll be. Don't tell your mother, she'd never agree. Oh, I said it already, but you guys are fun. We're going to do another song that Tammy's going to sing for you. And this one is traditional. It's so old, nobody knows who wrote it.
This is true. Rather a gossip song, we like to say.
Irish gossip.
An Irish gossip song, you know. Prior to supermarket tabloids, you had to put your gossip somewhere, so you wrote it in a song. And in this song, you're going to find out all about who this young woman who has been done wrong in love. You know, aren't all of the Irish songs about that?
Most
Anyway.
songs, period, Irish or otherwise.
Yeah. You're going to find out who she likes and who she doesn't. Yes. We tune because we care.
Apparently.
As I roved out upon a May morn to take a pleasant walk, I sat myself down by an old stone wall to hear two lovers talk. To hear two lovers talk, me boys, and hear what they might say, that I might learn a little about love before my dying day. Oh, well, come and sit beside me, love, on the dewy grass so green. It's a long 3/4 of a year or more that you and I have been. That together we have been, he cried, and together we have been. It's almost been a year, my love, that you and I have seen. P stands for Patty, I suppose, J for my love, John, and the W stands for false Willie, oh, but Johnny is the fairest man. Johnny is the fairest man, she cried. Johnny is the fairest man. Oh, I don't care what anybody says, but Johnny is the fairest man. Help me out, okay? Your heart's no longer mine, she cried, and your heart's no longer mine. I hear you love another pretty maid, and your heart's no longer mine. P stands for Patty, I suppose, J for my love, John, and the W stands for false Willie, oh, but Johnny is the fairest man. Johnny is the fairest man, she cried, Johnny is the fairest man. How I don't care what anybody says, but Johnny is the fairest man. We go again. nest. I will bring whatever I find to the one that I love best. To the arms I love the best, she cried, in the arms I love the best. Oh, I will bring whatever I find to the one that I love best. When your heart was mine, she said, and your head lay on my breast, you made me believe with all your lies that the sun would rise in the west. Sun would arise in the west, she cried, now and I've heard all the rest. You made me believe with all your lies, sun would arise in the west. So a P stands for Patty, I suppose, J for my love John, and a W stands for false Willie O. Johnny is the fairest man. Johnny is the fairest man, she cried. Johnny is the fairest man. Oh, I don't care what anybody says, Johnny is the fairest man.
Yeah, that was a good time.
You are wonderful. So do you
Okay.
want to come on tour with us now?
We're going to
coffee.
bring you to the hug, gentle hug part of the set. Never, don't worry, we're gonna like rock it out later. But this song is called, it's not a song, it's a tune. It's called Trip to Pakistan, and it's written by a Scottish flute player. Can't remember his name. But we figure that he must have wrote it on the airplane, on the tarmac in Scotland still before he took off, because it doesn't sound very Pakistani to us. It sounds pretty Scottish. So that's our story. One day we'll meet him and we'll say, what is it with this trip to Pakistan that sounds like it was actually written in Scotland? But we think it's very beautiful, and I hope you do too. Especially since it will be in tune. Do you agree? The tarmac still in Scotland, not even over France, like, not Pakistan. Andreas has been to Pakistan, and he says he can say with authority that doesn't sound Pakistan. Anyway, so as Tammy mentioned, we were a band in Edmonton for, I guess, 19 years because we spent the 20th year by provincial because they ran away and moved to heaven, and we're still in Edmonton.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Edmonton. It's 18 degrees there right now.
So
It could be. Could be minus 18.
it's been different working when we're not all in the same town, but we're still, so far, they've done all the work because they've driven all the way or flown to Edmonton area so we could play some gigs. This is our first venture in 3 of us in a van, 3 of us in a hotel room for the first time in 20 years. I'm still learning about you guys. Steve even let me drive his new vehicle.
Once on the Coca-Cola. Once.
Maybe going back, who knows?
He hasn't even let his daughter drive it. So I'm going to do a song for you I didn't write. It's called Horo Johnny, and it's traditional. And it's our first interprovincial song, the first song that we worked up once we were, well, not separated. That sounds like, that sounds bad. But we're living apart, shall we say?
We needed time.
So it's a trad song, and I guess, well, I think people are still writing songs about this, about young men who aren't very honorable in their dating habits. So there's a whole like subgenre of especially Irish tunes about this, like young maidens getting, taken advantage of. And so this is on the warning side of that thing, and so. Listen to her. It could happen to you.
You've been warned.
A young man's love, something to behold. First it burns, but it soon turns cold. He'll whisper in the moonlight, your hand he will hold, but it'll vanish with the morning. He'll court you in a meadow, the sun is high. At first you love, it seems a kind of time. He'll promise you a golden ring, and then one day he's vanished with the morning. Our old Johnny, won't you come home soon? A winter's coming, and I'm all alone. The candles burning in the window, love, while he's there going home. Well, you'll be listening out the window underneath the moon, listening for his footsteps. He'll be coming soon, but your heart it will be breaking by the early morn, for he's vanished with the morning dew. Our old Johnny, won't you come home soon? A winter's coming, and I'm all alone. The candles burning in the window, love, while he's there going home. So come, all you young maids, listen to my words. A young man's love is not what you have heard. The first time that you tasted it might seem a golden tune, but it'll vanish with the morning dew.
having a lot of fun? I hope you are. Time flies when you're having fun. But anyway, we need your help on this next one. And I feel like we're pretty good friends now. We bonded. So, yeah, it's been a while since we've done this tune, but I've done this tune for a long, long time, and it's a fun one. So, basically, how should we do this? I'm going to need your help at the end of each, one line at the end of each verse. So, and you're really good, so you'll get this. And you're going to have help. We're all going to sing with you, so no leaving you high and dry. So the end of the first verse that we're going to need help with, the words are, Billy here is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. Those are the words. And it sounds like this when you put it to music. Billy here is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. So would you like to just try that with us? We'll sing along. Okay.
We'll help you.
Billy here is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. Good. Okay, so you've got the idea. Now, it helps to pretend that you've been in a pub a little too long. You still got a nice glass of something.
A mug.
Good. A mug
It's
of
a mug.
a nice
Something
a
frothy.
nice mug of your beer, and you've already had a few. And so, and it's great if we sort of, as Bonnie was alluding to there, we just sort of crash our beer steins together at the end of it. And that'll sort of get us into the right spirit. So let's try it again. Okay. We're putting our acting hats on now. Billy here is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. Yes!
There we
Yeah.
go. Nice.
See, I told you good.
Just don't
Okay.
spill any. Just
Yeah, don't spill any precious stuff. Okay, the end of the second verse is similar. The words are, Johnny too is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. Do you see where we're going with this?
Ready?
Okay. Johnny too is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. Okay, good. And make big crashing noises, when you're smashing your beer steins together. Okay. Now, the third verse, and this is the last one, but it's the most important in some ways. You have to kind of be a method actor or character actor, that of the part of a 16-year-old girl, complete with the eye rolls and the hands on the hips. So let's see your hands on your hips. And do you want to just try an eye roll? If eye rolls are problematic for you and cause you dizziness, you can skip this part. But anyway, let's just try the eye roll together. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. Okay, so we've got that.
No one fell over. We're okay.
Okay, and so the words are, I'm going to go to mother and complain to her of this. Got that? Hands on your hips. And you have
and
to...
you can still cush.
Well, I don't know, but the eye roll's really
Yeah,
important.
but 16, they don't drink.
Well, they're not
maybe they
supposed
did in
to.
Ireland.
Right, Pat? We
Okay.
didn't drink when we were 16.
Okay, so, okay, I'm going to go to mother and complain to her of this. And we have to sound really, ticked off, right? Okay. She's going to go to mother and complain to her of this. Okay, and if you get your beer stein too, it's great if you have that sort of exasperated tone. She's going to go to mother and complain, right, with the eye roll. Anyway, do what you can. And now you're all ready to
Now
go
we're
on
gonna
this
play
little
this song for
journey
you.
with us. Okay, here we go. Billy be fair and Billy be fine, he wants me for to wed. I would marry Billy, but me father up and said, I'm sad to tell you, daughter, what your mother never knew. But Billy here is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. Here we go. Billy here is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. bummer. I really liked Billy. I suppose there's always Johnny. Well, Johnny be fair, Johnny be fine, he wants me for to wed. I would marry Johnny, but me father up and said, I'm sad to tell you, daughter, what your mother never knew. But Johnny too is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. Here we go. Johnny too is a son of mine, and so he's kin to you. This is a total bummer. What am I supposed to do? Well, you never saw a girl so sad and sorry as I was. The boys in town are all making and me father is the cause. If life should thus continue, I shall die a single miss. I'm going to go to mother and complain to her of this. Here we go. She's going to go to mother and complain to her of this. Okay, so this is the mother. Well, daughter, haven't I taught you to forgive and to forget? Now, if your father's sown his oats, well, still you needn't fret. He may be father to all the single boys in town, and still. Let's tone. He's not the one who sired you, so marry who you will.
See, we had you worried there, but there's a happy ending.
So many, many years ago, I was singing that song, and a woman came up to me afterwards who originally, I think, was from the Caribbean. And she comes up to me and she says, you know, we have this song in my culture too. And I said, really? And she said, yeah, it's called Your Papa Ain't Your Papa, but Your Papa Don't Know. I know something, you know, things are just global things. My dear friends, we've come to the end of our evening. We just have. I'm feeling so grateful. I think that's why words aren't coming out right now. I'm just feeling very deeply grateful. I'm feeling so deeply grateful that each of you came tonight. There is so much competition. There's so much going on. And for you to choose to take a chance on us and come and spend an evening with us means so much to us. Your support of just live and living musicians who are just trying to do what we do, as it gets trickier and trickier to do that in this world. So you're the first people we want to thank. So please, from us to you, thank you so much for coming tonight and spending time with us. We hope that you have enjoyed your evening. We also have enormous thanks to extend to Longevity John for this place and for the 39 days of July and for all the astonishing work he does. And for you, Mr. Tim Ted Cadillac, Dr. Ted Cadillac, I am just blown away by what you guys pull off. It is, you're both forces of nature, good forces of nature, and we are so incredibly lucky to have you in this community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, let us all. So we're going to leave you with a tune. This is our one radio hit.
Are
We
there
actually
any
have one.
pilots in the audience? Pilots? I know there are. I know there's at least one. There's two, because I'm a pilot too. This is a tune called Superfly.
And so this we
We call it Flyby.
we call it, yeah, the set we call
Flyby for the
Flyby.
Fly Boys.
And this really was a radio hit. When we brought this out on our second album, there's an incredible private radio station, or public radio station, I guess, in Alberta called CKUA Radio, and it's an amazing radio station. They're very supportive of local and Canadian artists, and we this piece. Imagine a Celtic instrumental piece on a radio chart for 6 weeks after we brought out the album. I know, who knew? So here's Flyby for you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Okay. Got my rate whistle. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Did we tell you we're easy? Okay, one more. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, yes, we're going to play a polka for you. But it's not what you think. It's like an Irish-style polka. It's a modern Irish polka. It's called the Celestial Polka. And then we're going to do a couple reels, ending with this barn burner of a reel called The Lads of Leash. And they must have been some kind of lads, man, because this one burns.
Thank you again, and we will see you again, I hope. We're just going to do that again, okay? This is called Take
That
Two.
was the interprovincial version. Half of us were in Alberta.
There's a lag in the internet.
Yeah. With the odd brain fart thrown in there. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. We're playing in Victoria and Colica Beach and Nanaimo. If you want more, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you again so much. Thanks.
Chante ici, chante ici, chante ici at dawn, going forth and cross the tide. Chante ici, chante ici, chante ici at dawn, going forth and cross the tide. Chante ici, for the mile hath gone, and the welcome hath drawn you near. Oh, the north light shone on the banks of Moa. Oh, the night hath drawn you near. Chante ici, a darling, going forth and cross the tide. Chante ici, a darling, going forth and cross the tide. Chante ici, for the mind hath gone and the welcome hath drawn you near. Oh, the north light shone on the banks of Mara. Oh, the night hath drawn you shone on the banks of Moa. Oh, the night hath drawn you near. Oh, the north light shone on the banks of Moa. Chante ici hath drawn you near. letting go.